Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Statue Reviews. So today we are reviewing again a non-Batman related statue. This time it's for Masters of the Universe. This is Hordak, the evil leader of the Horde, or the leader of the evil Horde, better said. This statue is a 1/5 scale statue from our friends over at Tweeterhead in collaboration with Sideshow, at least in distribution collaboration. I think they are producing them now completely alone. I think there was a combination project still after Sideshow terminated their master's license with Mattel, with Orco, which was produced, I believe, by Tweeterhead and Sideshow, and now they have taken over the whole thing and are producing the statues by themselves. And I have to tell you that this is very, very impressive. So I only got one Tweeterhead piece up to now, and this was Orco, so the collaboration with Sideshow, and I was already pretty impressed by that piece. Whereas the piece isn't that impressive overall. It's very well done. It's not my favorite character by all means of the Motu line, but you could already see that the quality and execution here provided by Tweeterhead is very, very good. But I haven't seen any other pieces apart from videos, of course, and pictures on the internet, which looked very, very good. Now this is the first piece that came in from a hopefully very successful and long-lasting Masters of the Universe line from Tweeterhead. And it's impeccable, it's perfect, it's very, very well done. Paint is great, sculpt is great, no issues, packaging was amazing. Nothing to complain really, guys. Base is very, very well done and very thoughtful with this kind of technical, mechanical elements from a lab in Etheria here in the Horde lair, and then the rocks that remind you of Castle Grayskull, these green rocks, and of Eternia. He is standing there in a kind of battle victorious something pose, like saying let's attack or something like that. It reminds me of the scene in the 2000X cartoon where Hordak is trying to invade Eternia and fights against King Grayskull in this pre-Eternia time frame. Very, very cool pose, really. So in that cartoon, he's somehow floating over his Horde army, and I think he's also making kind of a similar pose. But maybe that is also something that it just reminds me of. I'm not sure whether this is true or not. But anyway, very cool cartoon, by the way. If you haven't seen the 2000X cartoon, it's amazing. It's really, really cool. So we will be getting to new cartoon series on Netflix, hopefully soon. Very excited about that. Yeah, so Motu is still alive. Very happy about it. Let's see whether we get a live action movie at some point. And I'm so happy. Thank you, Chad, and all the others over at Tweeterhead to continue this line. This is really, really awesome. Thank you very much. So let's jump into the review. This is kind of a standard setting here, I would say. He's got a couple of switch outs, another head, and two other hands. The staff is not classic. Staff is more 2000X cartoon and serious style. I think it's very, very cool, this Horde stuff. I wouldn't use the normal hand, so he has a switch out hand for the left hand. Just a normal hand, I will show you that later. But it's a bit boring, so why wouldn't you like to give him the staff? So very, very cool. And then he has another hand here, the right one, pointing to Castle Grayskull or whatever. and this can be exchanged, which was a surprise actually. So it wasn't announced when POing the thing, but it was a kind of a present in return of producing 60 more exclusives. So I think that is a very, very good trade-off for collectors. So if you do that with the next statues, Tweeterhead, then please go on. So very, very cool Canon hand, which of course is reminiscent of the 80s figure and also the cartoon in the 80s, where you could somehow shift or body shift, or how this is called in English. It could transform into different things, and one was to transform his right arm into a cannon arm. Very, very cool. And then he's got a classic Hordak 80s cartoon serious filmation hat, which I love. I completely love. Wouldn't have thought it just from seeing the pictures on the internet. I thought I would love this one here much more because I'm a big, big fan of the 2000X line. But the other hat looks so cool, so stay tuned for that. Okay, let's get into the details. As always, we start with the base. You've got these enormous red, very, very nicely painted, some a little bit metallic painted here, and then matte painted on these areas. Bat wings. So it has some kind of connection to Batman actually. And then got these nice grayscale rocks, and as I said, the high technological lab layer theme here, where he's also standing on Hordak. Very cool. And I love the big, huge, humongous Hordak logo here. This bat with the skull, looking absolutely fantastic. More rocks on that side, so very, as you can see, symmetrical base if you want. These parts are sticking out, so you have to be a bit careful not to break anything, but it looks very stable overall, so very cool. He's standing on this nice sculpted floor here. Metallic parts look really good. As I said, paint application absolutely immaculate. Very, very cool. And then let's turn on to the figure. Really like his classic kind of bare-footed, still a bit armored feet. The big claws here on the front, 3 claws. And moving up, oops. So that cape is removable, by the way, and he's awesome without the cape. But I won't show you the thing without the cape. You can check out other videos. It's too burdensome at the moment, so. But I will still try to show you the back of the figure. No worries. So look at these knee pads. Very, very cool. It's like the skull of a ape or something like that. Check this out here. Super nice details. Amazing. As I said, here you have got the matte paint, and the metallic parts look very, very good. Can't find any bad spot here paint wise. It's just looking awesome. Loincloth looks very good. Check out the belt again with the Hordak logo here. Lots of metallic parts, and this is all polystone, so this is not plastic, as it was with the Skeletor statue by Sideshow, which was a kind of a controversy between collectors why they used plastic parts. With that figure it looks very good, but you know that it's plastic and you want nice polystone when you get these statues in. So check out here the big bat again here on his chest armor. Armor looks very good, very intricate, very nice, and you can see that his armor is also below the heavy armor here. He has another kind of suit on, which is also very technical. Gloves and gauntlets look very good. Nice paint job also here on the hands. This one holding the staff. Let's check out the staff here. Looking very, very good. I mean, the color scheme is of course lots of grays and blacks and silvers and reds. So that's basically it. So if you don't like red color, this is probably nothing for you, because it's a lot of red. Just shoulder pads, really cool. And then, no idea how this is called in English, this kind of neck protection here. I know the German word, but not the English one. Sorry for that. Should have looked this up, but it looks definitely cool. Here's a grinning, kind of grinning skull ape thing. I think the other one is a little bit differently sculpted. Oh, it's pretty similar. That's interesting that this one is kind of grinning. Looks funny. Yeah, the cape is a nice pleather material. So you have this kind of, so it's connected here below the shoulder pads. That's why it makes kind of this fold here, but I think which goes very well here with the upper armoring. And yeah, it's a very good quality cape, poseable. I didn't spend much time to pose it, but I think it looks pretty cool as it is, like that. On the inside it's very nice, silky material. Looks better here in real life than on camera, to be honest. And let's see whether I can show you the backside here for a second. So he's got a lot of details here on the back, so even if you pose him without the cape, then you will have the advantage to see all this great stuff going on there. So lots of options here. Let's give you a 360 look of this kind of switch-shot constellation. And during we do that, I can tell you that I really, really am very, very pleased with this statue. It looks amazing in my view. So let's get him a complete switch out of all the options that we have. So we can remove the stuff here. So maybe we can remove it. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So we will get him a normal hand, because we will now give him his kind of 80s Filmation constellation here. So let's apply this cannon hand here, which looks awesome. Big cannon arm. Super, super cool. So check this out with the 2000X head. Looks pretty cool. So and now drum bells, please, because now comes my favorite, which I wouldn't have thought. So 1 second here to see the head a little bit more closely. Let me see whether I can focus on that. Yep. So very, very nice head sculpt here, as you can see. Pretty cool. Let's put that on here. Here we go. So you wouldn't have thought that this would go well with this red and gray statue, but it looks in my view, amazing. Looks so good. This looks badass. Check out the expression here with the teeth and these eyes. And then this crazy punk blue hair here on top. It just pops, in my view. So this gives the statue a really nice touch, away from all the grays and reds and mixing some blue in there. Absolutely now out of nowhere. He's got this blue accent here, which is of course true to the Filmation look, but the Filmation figure was also blue on other parts. But I think it works perfectly well. So what do you say, guys? Do you think the other head is better than this? Would you display him with the staff, or do you like the cannon hand arm? I think you've got so many options here with this piece. Absolutely fantastic. Big shout out to Chet and Igor and all the nice guys over there at Tweeterhead. Thanks again for continuing this line. Next one is Tila, and I really hope, Chad, if you hear this, we need more villains, definitely. So Beastman, Trapjaw, please. And then maybe also get to the more obscure villains here from the Horde, for example, like Leech and Montana, Grizzlor, yeah, you name it. Merman, of course. Merman, we need a Merman, definitely. A bad-ass Aquaman from the Motu line. Merman, very cool figure. Alright, so I think I've talked enough. Hope you liked the review, and please give me a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel, guys. We will be uploading a lot of new stuff very soon here on the channel. Don't miss that out. And of course, I've already got a lot of videos on it, which you might check out as a new subscriber. Thanks again, means the world to me that you're watching my channel, and see you next time, guys. Bye bye.